Hello Taurus, how you doing? Welcome to your energy tarot reading going from the 18th through to the 24th of November. I hope you're doing well. Have you seen the energy update? There's a lot of filament energies and corona holes out of season of the sun really, and the flares haven't been finding it easy to get through as well. We do have your yearly Zoom room 2025 reading. If you want to be part of that, ask questions and pull some cards on any questions according to the yearly reading. You're more than welcome. There will be a link in the description below so you can book up your place on that Zoom room. Okay, so that's the administration out of the way. Let's get on to your reading. Let's bring up the Astroflower here. So here we go. We've got the Astroflower. We're going to be looking into the elements and seeing how they're receiving the messages from the energy that's coming through the system at the moment. Here we go. Here we go. Taurus, what's going on, Taurus? There's like let me have a look. There's a bit of a backwash going on here on your relationship side, or your emotional sort of side, or your spiritual path, and it's like it's turbulent. It's a little bit turbulent by the looks of things, and it seems like you know, from within inside you, you're holding your nerve, as it were. That's what the sort of message I'm getting off. It seems a little bit frustrating this week on that sort of side. On your financial side, this is good. It's orderly. There's, you know, you want to take control of the situation. It could well be your career path, and that means sort of like getting out there, applying for jobs and so forth, and really being proactive in advancing things. Could be your business, could be even like a project to buy in your own house and stuff like that. But whatever it is, there's a lot of sort of like taking decisions, making decisions, and making choices. A leap of faith. A leap of faith maybe on your financial side, believing in yourself. I think that side there. Also believing in the relationships that are around you. And this is where it could be frustrating for you. You've sort of, with that energy that's sort of like your energy confronting with the energy that is around you on your relationship side, there's a leap of faith not only within you but also within the relationships that are around you. And it's causing you a little bit of frustration. It's more sort of like in a position of wait and see. It's like you're holding your own. There may be some people around you, could be some friends, family, maybe even your partner, whatever. But it seems to be a case here where, you know, I'm going to ride this for a bit and see how it sits. And if it doesn't evolve, then I'm going to be, you know, putting my 2 cents into the hat, as it were. You know, let's just see what's going on that relationship side. Yeah, there's a decision here. There's a karmic. There seems like you want to experience something, and you know, you're encouraging people to go in that sort of direction, and people don't seem to be jumping on board. And that's where I think the origins of the frustration is about. I think you need to also recognise that in life, you know, you have to also pursue your pleasures in life. Even if you're in a relationship and stuff like that, yeah, there's great things to do with your partner and what have you, but there's also, you know, things to do with you. And that's what it seems like on that sort of side there. On the connection to the universe, or the to everybody else that is around you, as it were, and the coincidences, it's sort of like I'm there but I'm not there. And I think that's also part of the frustration. If you don't want to be there, don't be there. I think that's the thing that's sort of coming out there, out of this sort of situation, the overall sort of feeling that comes out of this. You know, I think you're being brave about it, but brave about a situation. But is it really good for everybody? You know, including yourself, you know, as much as everybody else. Yeah, it's like there's things that have been said in the past that you sort of said, you know, we're going to do things like this and stuff like that. You've agreed on things, and it's like kind of like, Is that agreement being held and maintained? It's like that. It seems to be a lot of organisation and agreement within the past. And in the future self here, breathe. That's what I'm getting out there. It's like in the future there's space to be made within the relationships that are around you. So there's a lot less stress, there's a lot less strain, there's a lot less demand upon you and the relationship. What's the lesson that comes out of this week here? Keep your cool. Keep your cool. I think this is where you're learning to keep your cool this week. That comes out of anything else for you. Let's just see, let's just pull some cards on this and see what's going on. That card there does not want to come. That card certainly does. And that's, oh wow, that's the card that fell out earlier on. 5 of Wands. On your karmic path. And this is where there's that, it's like a conflict of interest, really. And this is where I think you should be reaching to your higher self. Don't forget yourself in all of this. It's all very, it's very good honouring other people and so forth. But at the same time, primarily you should be honouring yourself as well. On the universe, yeah, you get the 6 of Cups. This is where I think you're going to be, you are a little bit sort of wary about the world around you. Simply because I think there's decisions that were made in the past that may not necessarily been implied, and in the past you get that, the Temperance. It's almost as if like you're being very patient about how this is put into place, and it seems pretty clear to you, and it's like kind of going, wow, what, what sort of scenario, and you're being very, very patient. There is no doubt about it. And then in your future self you get the 2 of Wands. Yeah, I think this is about you taking on a decision, following your plan, exploring, could even be a bit of travelling involved in your pleasures. But basically, I think in the future, this is where the space comes in. You apply your plan in the situation, within your relationships, friends, family, and what have you. And to keep you cool. Keep you cool, keep laid back about it. Hierophant, remember to breathe. This is that person there, look how happy he is. And when you're confronted with certain things, there's a lot of patience that come in, and you can put yourself in a really good position, Taurus. If you just sort of like hold your nerve, don't get caught up in all of the whole sort of rigmarole and the whole sort of showbiz of relationships and so forth. I think this is where you need to stick firm to your path, but at the same time, it leaves, be joyous about it and leave space for people to come into it. And because the steps you need to take, and that's the plan you need to put into place. And that seems like it's, from across the board, it's playing on your decision making for your future. This is what you're doing. I think here is sort of like you're standing your ground to sort of say, look, we've decided this and we've made this decision, and I'm continuing to stick by that decision. That's what I mean by the decision making. Let's see what's going on the financial side. Karmic path is taking space. It's building. It's not moving one way or the other. But it's growing outwards. It's like this. It's like an inverted pyramid, like a vortex in a way, and it's really bringing in a lot of wealth. I think, a lot of strength and empowerment within your position of where you're going for. And this is what I mean, sort of like when you're heading into life, into the financial world. I think you should do it with not necessarily just authority, but with assertiveness about it. This week here, I think this is really good for you, really, really good for you. It's going to help a lot with your relationships, the more assertive you can be within your financial side. And the connection to the universe, coincidences, synchronicities, and other people, networking and so forth. This is pushing out. It's not coming in. It's almost as if you are being that person that other person needs to meet, if you know what I mean. Normally I'd sort of say in networking you've got someone coming into your life that's really important into your life, but you seem to be really important in others. And I think this is where it's because you're sort of you're taking that authority, you're holding that authority, you're holding that space in a really, commanding way, in a beautiful way. From the past self, this is the past self. I get like, you've planted up loads of tomato seeds and you've got all the shoots coming through, and now you can plant out those tomato seeds. So you're taking this space with these projects or possibilities or a career path that you've decided to go on. On your future self, good results. I see nothing but bling. I see nothing but jewelry and so forth. So you could be working with jewelry. You could be working in fashion and stuff like that. For some of you, it could just mean absolute, wealth and abundance for you. Really, really good. Let's just see what the lesson that comes out of this week here. Stay strong, stay firm, stay true. And this is true to your karmic path, true to making you're creating your space here. You're really creating like a position. And it's almost becomes unavoidable, a really important part in either the business or the project or your career or the company that you're working for, or within your business or your projects or what have you. It's just like taking a lot of space. It's really, really nice actually. Yeah, look at that strength in your karmic path here. It's building utter strength in your life. I think this is really good for you. I think this helps you to diffuse a lot of what the stress or strain that you may well have on your relationship side, and it opens up a lot for you. Let's just see what the universe and the connection to the others that are around you. Healing Four Swords. Yeah, do you know what? I think this is really good actually, because it's moving things on. It gives you healing on your sort of with or help with your relationship side, but also at the same time, when you are becoming the star person to connect with another person and being a little bit like their mentor or something like that, you're put in a real sort of powerful position. Makes you feel good about yourself, and that's the sort of healing that sort of comes out of it. From the past, did I say about lots and lots of little tomatoes that you can now plant out? That's exactly what that is. It's giving you this focal point. It's giving you, you've understood a lot about the business you're working in, the career path you're going down, whatever it is. You seem to be on the ball. You seem to be, you've got a complete control over the situation. And it's now starting to apply it. Really dynamic energy from the past. You've started something dynamic, and that's going to bring you in, a lot of results. Let's just see what's going on that future self. Ten of Pentacles. Bling, as I said. Loads of opportunity, loads of success here. Loads of abundance in your life. You staying, I think this is the key point here, in your career path. It is that sort of like connection to your abundance is through you being strong and true and implementing the vision that you have for you in your future. The more you do that, the more success you're going to get. Okay? So be strong, be firm, be true. That's the message that comes out of this week here. You get the Knight of Pentacles, sorry. So you're planting a lot of things. This is okay. So yeah, this is it. As I said, taking those seeds here, those little shoots, and planting them out. And this is exactly what the Knight of Pentacles is doing there. You're creating, you're taking something that's maybe you can get like 30 tomato plants on a tray, and then once you plant those tomato plants out, it takes up a lot of space. And this is a bit like your life is sort of like going through that, as it were. It's really, really, really nice, beautiful energies going on for you. Let's just have a look now. Let's just have a look and see what's going on with the energies that are coming in, and seeing how they're sort of interacting with your life or interacting with your Astroflower, and see what the messages are from the energy. So here we have the sun from the last sort of 2 weeks in a way. It's been pretty consistent as we go through. We can see a lot of coronal holes going on, and that's that earth energy. So there's the earthquakes have picked up. They've all picked up in magnitude as well. They seem to be a little bit more sort of stronger. But other things you may not well have noticed is the filament eruptions and the filament energies. Now they are really, really important at the moment. They seem to be playing an important part in a lot of things that are going on. There's a massive filament eruption that goes on in this section here that you'll see in a moment. And this sort of energy here is all about emotional energy. And it's controlled emotions. As that eruption, as you can just see there, that just went through there, you'll be able to see it on the energy update that we had on this channel. It's all about controlled emotions at the moment with the filament energies. And if it is a little bit explosive, it's not really explosive directly to you. It's explosive in the world, as it were. But this is where, as individuals, we've got to be calm and collected. And it seems like your energy plays really, really well for that. Let me just show you this other eruption here that went on the sun. This was actually away from the Earth. It was in the direction of. So let me just show you another eruption that went on. This is the filament eruption here that you can see here. And it came off in front of the Earth. Absolutely amazing eruption. And this eruption is that sort of explosion outside of life. So be very conscious about what is going on in the outside world, but not necessarily taking it all to heart more than anything else. Let's just have a look at what's going on your flower. So we're going to be mainly looking at the water earth scenario. I think we're saying goodbye to that air energy, which is coming through here. So that's on the here and now that's going from one side, it's being pushed aside. And now you're planting the seeds, you're preparing for the future. And that is where we get the water and earth connections. Now you have this water that comes in from Cancer, and it also has earth at the base of Cancer, like you have the fire at the base of your earth. So I think these two here are going to be important. I think we're going to pull some cards on that. But also at the same time, you have this mutable water that comes in. Now I think this is all about being that calm, collected person. Keep calm, keep strong, keep true to yourself. So we're going to be looking at that because I want to see what this connection is at the base of you, which is building through you. And I think so we're going to be getting a message from here, a message from this side, give you a direction on your emotional side, and see how to best play the emotions as they come through the energies. So let's just bring back up your cards here, and let's just see what's going on. So it's the combination from past to future. This is from Temperance, the Patience card, turning negative into positive, going into the future, implementing that plan, as it were. But before we do that, let's just see this crossing point of this water and earth, which you can see at your base down here. And this is the energy that's flowing through you for the Fool card. Let's just, first things first, let's bring a bit of that earth energy. Let's see what that's coming through. High Priestess. You got the High Priestess and you got the Hierophant. You are your soulmate. I think this is where, I think you need to rely on the direction that you're getting from within you is to rely on yourself. Obviously to be totally in one with relationships and so forth, but at the same time, we are as individuals in control of our life, even if we are in a relationship. And there's some things I think you need to get involved in. On the emotional sort of side of you, on the financial sort of side, you get the Six of Cups. This is all about the journey that's come before, like the Eight of Wands that are in there, giving you that focal point. I think you're recognizing the joy that you get out of creating a project or building something within your life. And it seems to be, the driving force behind you. Yeah, look at that, Ace of Cups. You get this on your financial side. This is living your dream, really. Really living the dream. Living the dream, Taurus. You're living the dream. And the energy wants you to get that. You know, that Ace of Cups there is a whole rejuvenation in your finances, career, business, projects, everything on the material life is real sort of like instigation of a dream. And then we have get reconfirmation on this side here, on your relationship side, of you taking a direction with the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords, she's got her heart under control. She's got her emotions under control, and she's actually choosing to take a direction, and she's choosing to implement that plan. So basically, Taurus, that looks like what you should be doing on going through this week on your relationship side. Okay, don't forget about the Zoom Room 2025 reading if you want to be part of that, and you can reserve that with the link in the description. I will see you on the energy update, or I'll see you here again, whichever way it is. Thank you very much for all your support you give to this channel. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.